Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. And today, back into the Big Daddy Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. This is our Let's Play against a very resilient Soviet AI, and we've just turned the turn. We are now into March of 1943. We're almost halfway through. Well, that's not true. It's 215 turns. We've got 18 more turns to get to the halfway point, if you can believe that, as we hit episode number 262. We've seen it all in this game: offense, defense, good things, bad things, some more bad things. We've seen a lot. What's up, Sarge the Rager? Hello to you. Hi, John Chappell. Good to see you guys. Thanks for dropping by on this Saturday morning. I'm going to stream today. We're going to stream tomorrow. We're going to stream Monday. So, Monday, 3 days in a row. Yes, we are. Next week, Tuesday through Saturday, I will be not streaming as we're going to take a little family trip, but I will have recordings up. Hello, Kimmo. Good to see you. You're a new name to me. So we're gonna do our usual after we turn the turn. We're gonna go look through all the stats, look at the breaking news, check out the weather. Very quickly, probably fly through the air component, look at our reserves, and then hopefully start moving things on the map. So let's get down to it. Look at that, under 2 minutes of my intro. As always, thank you for all the support. The channel continues to grow 20, 30 subs every day. It's pretty incredible. I really appreciate it, and hopefully, it just helps people, enjoy more of these great games. Hey, CJ, what's up? Thanks for coming by. All right, let's look at breaking news. More men for the ground forces. Now we're talking. Let's go. Ongoing heavy losses in the east. Sorry about that. And realization that the war would not end anytime soon forced steps to make more men available for certain ground forces. Luftwaffe and Krieg. I always struggle with this word, right? Kriegsmarine manpower are shifted to the ground forces. Additional men are freed up from industry. The German manpower multiplier is increased by 12. Well, thank goodness. We need that. Now, these troops aren't as good, right? But we'll take them. We'll take them. 8th Air Force raids in early 1943. U.S. 8th Air Force. They're targeting our railroads and heavy industry. Nothing we can do about that. It's kind of one of those like, okay, too bad, but that's just how it's going to be. Partisans, of course, we have the AI in control of the garrison box, and so this should always stay at 1 or 2. So that's fine. Shortage of forces. Oh, this is from last time. The Northern Front has negative political costs. Soviets lose 1 VP and 1 AP. Weird. I think it's because we're still playing the beta version of the game, because I know we read that last time. It was showing it unread, and the Soviets actually did decrease a point. So I think that, like, on some of these, dates back here, or turns, I guess it's done by turn, some things keep popping up. I think that's got to be because it was the beta version of the game. It is the beta version of the game. So the Soviets are down to 510 now. Now remember, if they take any of our kind of key cities right now, they get 16 points, so that would take them to 526. But they've been losing about a point a turn. Awesome. I mean, that would really make me laugh if we do end up losing something, but the Soviets end up at like 524. Make me laugh, make me cry, tears of joy. Either one, either one. Um, Big Head Valley, good morning to you, my friend. Nordhammer is here. The mobilization event. Yes, that was much needed. Warskins, you're a new name to me. Hello. Thanks for coming here. I think you're new, and if so, welcome. Um, Nord, you're always wanting me to call it a victory. Hey, I mean, I'm not opposed to such such declarations. We won, and I'm out. Well, I know I need an update. It's true. I've been wanting to play the Soviet side just on the side, but I know that the game has changed enough that maybe that would be counterproductive from my standpoint. M60, welcome. Okay, let's go look at all the stats. First of all, I guess we'll go into the reinforcement reserve move screen. Reinforcements and transfers is what it's called technically. Italy Axis reserves. Okay, that's a support unit for the Arty. Sturm Brigade into the Balkans. We've got an Italian Mountain Division back into Italy. All of these, it's not like we're losing these, right? I mean, they're not coming off the map. Um, Another Sturm Brigade into Italy, and then onto the map we get the Mountain Corps here. That is 49th. Is that well? Why does it only have 3,120 men? I don't know. We'll have to look at that. That came on as a natural reinforcement back by Berlin, I believe. Nope. Is that true? Nope. These are the ones that come back by Berlin, I think. I can't ever. I always get those two mixed up. We'll go look. But we get a lot of divisions are hitting the map. Some out of the reserve box, some natural reinforcements. Of course, I think. Oh, it must be 135, 173 is back by Berlin. So we did get two three brand new spanking divisions. You can tell because they've got 16,683 men. 16,683. Yeah, when they come in fresh, that's how many a German division has. We also move stuff back from the reserve box, but you can see those generally have, right now anyway, about 10,000, 10,500 men. So a lot of new units came to the map. Are we losing anything off of the map? Yes, of course we are. The Italian Infantry Division, but this will be next turn. 14th Panzer will be coming off our map and into Western Europe next turn, so we'll have to be mindful of that. 14th Panzer, and then 113th Infantry the turn after that, and then turn 93, there's a lot of stuff that comes on the map, off the map, I wish on the map, off the map, and goes into Italy. Now, a lot of this stuff, of course, is Italian, no shocker there, but some of it is not. And then we have one infantry division that comes off the map and goes to Norway. Anyway, we'll look at all of that when that comes about. Okay, so that's kind of the reinforcements. We will look at the reserve box here before we're done. Friendly losses. We lost 10,000 troops last time, 272 guns, and 122 AFVs. A little higher there than I'd like, but obviously we've got some panzer divisions and some motorized divisions on the front lines that I'd rather not have on the front lines, but we just don't have much of a choice right now. We also lose 39 planes. On the map, we gain 28,000, nearly 29,000 men. Not surprisingly, because we moved things, back onto the map. 137 guns gained. We actually gained 6 AFVs, even though we lost 122 casualty-wise last turn, and we gained 7 planes. Okay, the Soviets gain about 15,000 men, about 1,100 guns, about 300, well, exactly 370 AFVs, and 46 planes. Our logistics, of course, look much, much better. Negative 882 on the tons differential. That's what we're looking for, whether it be by our own actions or just getting shoved back to our borders. I mean, that helps with your logistics too. Low supply, we now have 69 units. Under strength, 98. Okay, unready, which are the real problems, 33, and one depleted. Let's actually figure out where's the depleted unit. So you can see a lot of the unready units are down here in the Crimea. There's some here. The ones in yellow are the guys that are just low on strength, but you can see oh, these are those fortifications we built up here, but we've got a few units right here south of Pskov or east of Riga, however you want to call it, that are not in good shape, and some, this is where I've been worried, the Minsk pocket to the north, but we also have a problem to the south. And then we've got a bunch of Romanians, and here's the one that's completely depleted. No, Hungarians here, and also some Luftwaffe field divisions. I think that's what those are, the Luftwaffe field divisions that are under strength, and we have one that's unready. A lot of yellow. up and down this line in the south, which means they're under strength. Okay. Soviet initiative, of course, they're going to check on turn 94. We're on turn 90. They need 525. They've got 510. It's going to be tight. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go to the overall info screens. The order of battle on the map. The Germans have 2.4 million men. Our Axis allies have 938,000. All told in about 3.3 million. The Soviets have about almost 5.8 million. They got about 2.5 million man advantage at this point. 248071 on the guns. Of course, you look down here, the Soviets have 71,543. But we're going to look at all of this on the charts. I just like to bring up everything so we can take a peek at it. So much great info in this game. We've almost got the Soviets to 10 million casualties. They're at 9.94. We're at 3.257. You know, look at this if you didn't know the history and say, wow, you're really whooping his ass. Well, not exactly. 51,000 guns, 152,000 guns have been destroyed, 45,000 AFVs to 9,000. Again, you'd think that'd be great, but not on the Eastern Front. Production. Yes, we can look over the production. We should start getting a lot more men in the pool as our manpower modifier went up by 12. Now, I haven't ever done the math on all of that, exactly what that means, but it means more men, and that's what we need, certainly. Um, Okay, so, you can take a look at this if this is something you're interested in. I said last time, I didn't mean to be flippant about it. I just don't spend a whole hell of a lot of time on the screen. I know that there are certain useful things, and I will look at them from time to time, but ultimately you don't control production, so it's more of a just informational thing. It's not a gameplay thing per se, although I guess it can affect your gameplay. So, okay, we'll meet in the middle on that one. Victory points, 510 on the Soviet initiative. Okay, and let's go to the losses. Manpower losses. We had this really bad couple of turns right in here, but it's been fairly consistent throughout the game, really. I mean, there's been a few times in the winters, that we've crept up over 50,000, but for the most part, it's been about 30 to 40,000 per turn, which is an incredible number when you think about it, just the number of people killed, maimed, and otherwise. Gun losses. We keep knocking out 700 or 800 of his guns a turn, but it just doesn't matter. AFV losses 703, 701, just crazy, crazy losses. I am glad that we do have him up here in the 700s, even during the winter. If you look at last winter, he was down, kind of in this range. We finally bumped him up into this range. I mean, ultimately it's going to come down to trapping a lot of guns and men and AFVs, but doesn't hurt. The more we can take out, total aircraft losses. Okay, whatever. Map men. Okay, 5.78. 3.35. So yeah, it's almost, right at 2.5 million men differential. We should start creeping up here a little bit. It looks like the Soviets, at least for now, have leveled off for the time being. But they haven't leveled off cranking out artillery. And look at that, 71,000 to 31,000. That's not good. And just, straight up the old wickets here, 10,799 to 3,000. It's crazy. Map aircraft, most of our aircraft are in the reserves. I think, would we say we would have about 2,500, maybe 3,000 if we're lucky, if we brought them back on the map. Speaking of which, let's look at the weather and see what's going on. You can see in the blue here now, it's light snow on the ground. In the south here, it's a little heavier. All right, kind of strange, right? No, wait a minute. That's snow, that's heavy snow. So it's not light snow yet. It's this purple that's light snow. So off to the west is light snow, heavy snow, snow. Okay, let's look at the weather in the air and see what we have upcoming. You can see we've got a blizzard to the north. There is snowfall all over the map at the start of the turn. By the end of the turn, okay, this has kind of moved off. Now, this is what we want to see, though. Heavy rain has made an appearance, and hopefully this will sweep across the map. We shall see. I don't know about all the wind zones in Europe, and so hopefully this will sweep right across the map. It'll get really muddy, and we can hold on till turn 94, then mount some kind of offensive once the ground firms later. All right, let's go to the comments. See what you guys been yapping about. Hey Don, how are you? Welcome. You're a new name to me as well. Several new names this time, and I like it. Not surprising. A lot of people have been signing up lately, so that's great. And I'm glad you're coming by. We have a lot of fun on the live streams. Sometimes we squabble like family, but we're all pulling in the same direction for the most part. They've tried to replace me a few times. It's not worked. There was a coup attempt, I think, at one point, but I survived. I survived. Um, Reserve box, yes. Sarge, you love the reserve box. I feel like you'd be in charge of the reserve box if we divvied up responsibilities here. Um, all of our strongest mech units are between Pskov and Riga. That is true. Uh, Warskins, yeah, we're gonna play a lot this game a lot. Yeah, don't start over. Keep playing. That's what I like to do. Hey, Kalo, what's going on? Hope you're all better, Kalo. I certainly do. Mr. AMMW, that's right. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. We'll see. I wish the Fed was in charge of our manpower. They'd get this thing moving up. Okay, let's go ahead and look then at the air. Nope, let's look at the reserves. I want to make Sarge happy. So let's go look at the reserves. There we go. We've got some headquarters units sitting out here. They really haven't rebuilt much. I guess we don't have a lot of, support staff. Different kind of support here in 29th Corps. Haven't really rebuilt a whole lot there. Armored units. These Panzer divisions just aren't rebuilding at all. I think 18th here I'll put refit on so we can at least get one back because we're losing the 14th Panzer Division, remember? So I at least want to have one that can come out of the box next time. Our motorized unit here, OB-28, that's not going to cut it. So we can't really bring that back on the map. I could put it refit on, but we had a lot of motorized units that got chewed up last turn. I don't really want to take away from them. Okay, infantry, let's go down the line here. 49, 49. Again, we've only got this one Panzer right now on refit. None of these are, so that's good. 49, 49, 49. Looks like, okay, there's a 69. 88, 305th Infantry Division. Well, that's going to come back onto the map at an 88. And off he goes. 48, 28, 47. Boy, it's slim pickings in here. Now, hopefully, now that we got that manpower modifier, some of this stuff will, rebuild a little faster. We'll see. Nothing on the guns. Anti-air. This Marine Flak Battalion will get back out there because it's actually, at 86%, 26, nothing really there. Mountain Infantry, this one's at 49. That's not good enough really to move out. At some point, and maybe I should I'm going to think about taking the 69s out here because we've just got so many things stuffed into the reserves. It takes priority over what's on the map, and we need more going out to the map. But I'm going to maybe give it one more turn, see if the manpower modifier helps build more of this. Maybe next time we can get 7 or 8 things out. Let's hope. I'm not going to bring any of the air components out because, frankly, it's still just bad weather, and I don't think they're going to do much. Now, we could bring the transports out, though, because the more transports we have, the better. Uh, we'll look at that. Maybe I'll do that offline or something because I'm going to have to sit and think about that. But some of these transports, there's no reason for them to sit back here. What the hell else are you going to do with transports? They should be flying supply during the winter, but I may do that on my own time. We won't run those missions until after the or at the end of the ground phase anyway, so it's not a huge deal. I can always do those later. So I will. I hope. Maybe. We'll see. As I say that, I look at Transport Group South. We could, just go grab those and put some in transport group south or whatever else. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Constanta is oversubscribed, by the way. Maybe we do need to move some of that. Let's take one of these groups. That one's red. ZB 104. I mean, these got all mixed and matched in here, different squads and whatever. I guess I'll take this one maybe, and let's move it to one of these level 2 airfields, or Bucharest maybe. Let's just drag it over here. He wants to go to all three. Okay, well, let's transfer immediately. Not all 5. That's not what I want. Hold on. Cancel that. Let's do this again. I thought I had selected on one. Yeah, there we go. Why does it keep clicking off that? Sorry. Gotta get this figured out. It's lit up gold. There we go. Okay. Well, it should have worked that time. Yeah, now it's just transfer 1. That was weird. Okay, immediate transfer. Let's move you over here. Now what's this look like? It's down to 133. All right, let's just take, I don't know, these guys and come back here. Okay. And that way, it can still pick up the freight at Constanta, right? But now the airfield's not overstacked. Well, now it's at 116. Close enough. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. Um, this is transport group. No, well, now you got me looking at it. Gosh darn it. Let's go to one of these airfields. How about the level 2 here, or maybe the level 2 here? Well, we've already got some here. And let's go to the airfield. I should have looked at this before. We've got one assigned here. Bring in a new air group from the reserve. All right, well, fine. I'm going to go get some of these transports. I said I wasn't going to, but now I'm going to. But it's going to be the Romanians probably. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this later. I'm going to have to think about that. So I'm just not going to sit here, make you sit here for 15 minutes while I figure out exactly what I want to do. The air doctrines, I think everything should be okay. Army Group North, Army Group Center, Army Group South, Army Group A, Antonescu. That's how we've had it for quite some time. If I look up and down the map, let's look at Luflata 4. You can see JG54, KG. It's getting a little tight out here by Lvov, but if we lose Lvov, it's game over anyway. So, moving some of that stuff doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Same thing with Minsk. We've got this all lined up kind of the way I wanted to. So, I may bring in more planes later, but I'm going to do that on my own time, as they call it. Execute air directives. You're just observing, Sarge, right? You're going to come out and win the game in 17 turns after this. Hey, what's up, Monica? How are you? Oh, I've heard that Reacher is really good. I've been wanting to watch it. We're currently watching that Inventing. Oh God, what's it called now? Inventing Inventing Anna. It's actually really good. It's a true story, or based on a true story on Netflix. It's actually really good. But I've been wanting to watch that Reacher, so maybe I'll watch that. Okay. It's go time. Now, last time we started in the south. This time I do think we'll go back to the old usual of starting in the north, even though there's a lot more problems in the north. But maybe that's why we should do it. Oh, also, let's go look at what came in, and you can see all of this. So we brought 12th Corps back, Ernst Highway to Hell. He's ready to get cracking again. He was ready for winter. He's always ready for winter. We've got the 125th ID. You can see all of these have about 10,000 men, except for the, oh, that was a headquarters. That's why it only had 3,000. Okay, duh. Um, 73rd ID, okay, you can see the ones that came in from the reserves have, 10,500 men or so. They're all at about 68 TOE. If we go back to Berlin, though, three brand spanking new beautiful divisions. Oh, ho, ho, that is beautiful. Okay, they're all at 100 TOE. They've all got food. They're fully stocked. Oh, I'm getting faint. That's beautiful. Okay, let's go up to the Narva line. Now, we have gotten hit here at the Narva line a couple of times. This is actually, these guys are starting to wear down a little bit in the north for whatever reason. Let's look at the TOE. That's 77. I mean, it's certainly not terrible. Lindemann is on a supply priority 2. That's great. He has got, everything I want him to have. Let's look and see, is there anything we can directly attach to 58th ID? I would like to, I think. Yeah, let's give him a, well, I don't want to take it out of L Core, though. Let's take it out of OKH. Even though this thing's in bad shape, it'll add a little bit, and we'll put it directly into that division in Narva. I'm liking that more and more, attaching some directly to it. And if they have a fort level, it gets a further bonus. And so I didn't want to take them out of 50th because I want them to be available all up and down the line. But if we can grab something from OKH, and we could there, even though it's in bad shape, hopefully it'll kind of rebuild a little bit. This has mainly been sitting, and it's in a level 3 fort. Okay. Okay, that's my reasoning. But other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot to do. Now, this goes directly back to 16th Army, which has been sitting here forever. 16th Army is Shana. Scherner, arguably the best statistics in the game for an infantry general. Maybe a little wasted on 16th Army, except that he's got, overall command really of Pskov from an army level, right? So maybe not so bad. We want to make sure as many of these dice rolls get made as possible, because I think the only way we could lose Pskov right now in the next 3 turns is to really miss a lot of dice rolls. So having Scherner here, not bad. Okay, these guys though, I've got them all on refit, but they're not getting any men. They're showing, 537. Do I even care if they get any men is the next question. Well, probably not really. I'm going to take them off of refit and just put them on ready. Look, if they get some men naturally, that's fine. That's not really why I have them here. What's their construction value? 14. Well, I would think that they would be to a fort level 1 with that construction value, but they're only 12%. I mean, they've been here forever. So evidently these don't build. Is that right? The fortified zones don't build fort levels? Seems kind of weird, because otherwise these would be higher. I've just got them here as a fallback position, obviously. If we need to double stack with somebody, it's only 3 wide here and it's 4 wide there. I'm just thinking of every eventuality. Here we do have a level 3 fort with the Jaeger. For whatever reason, he just, the AI has no interest in coming across here. A human player almost certainly would be attacking with a massive force there, because getting around us here is the play, right? I mean, he is pushing up. He is pushing from the south of Pskov and actually making some progress, but, pushing across that land bridge would probably seal our fate, I would imagine. All right, 16th Army has 25 of 27. Does this go back directly to 16th? No, it goes through a corps headquarters. Does that make sense? Maybe. I mean, you do have another level, but I think 18th is starting to get oversubscribed. We'll just remember that. We may want to just put that in 16th, even if it skips a level. It is directly back to Scherner, who is a very good general. Okay, now we get to the Finns, my beloved Finns. Next time I find or meet a Finnish person, I'm going to hug them. They'll be very confused as to why, and I'll try to explain why, and then they'll be even more confused. But the Finns have held on here through hell and high water. Uh, I mean, they're still looking good. 85 and 86. They've been attacked the last couple of turns, but I mean, they've just got overwhelming here. And you can see I've got mixed flak, I've got Stugs. Let's actually look at the Stug battalions. 54 on the TOE there. Whoops. Let's go here. Let's go here. He does not have one. Did that flow out of here? Go back. He's got the. I thought this had a Stug battalion, but did that get like disintegrated or something last turn? Now there is one back at the core level. Maybe I couldn't get one in there. And then we've got mixed flak here. What's his TOE? 71 of 73. That's pretty good. Well, I would like to get another one here. Um, what about their core? Well, it's 23rd core. We go back to Mr. Hans-Jürgen von Arnim, who's still confused how this is not North Africa. He could use another artillery potentially, and we've got some. So I say we've got some. I mean, these are in horrific shape, right? But I'm going to push them out there anyway. And let's make sure Von Arnim is locked. He is. Okay. Not good on that gun battalion, but why have it sit at OKH? I could put it back in the reserves, but they're not rebuilding, so what's the point? We do have this Stug battalion. Did that flow back up? I may as well put it in town, right? Because these are the only units he commands anyway. So let's get the 244th and put it in town. We'll put it right here. We'll put it right there. Now it's only at a 16%, so it's no great shakes, but we'll put it in there anyway. And now he can, put guns in here or artillery, but we've got two Stugs and a mixed flak just naturally in there. I like that. Anything else to do with Von Arnim? Supply priority 2. Not really. Not really. He's sitting at 9 of 9. That's good. Let's go to 42nd Corps, and it's Stimmerman. And I keep looking at Stimmerman and saying, I don't really remember how Stimmerman got out here. I think this headquarters got displaced at some point. I may have just missed the general being killed because this was Von something. It was another damn Prussian out here uh, because I kept mixing up Von Arnim and that guy. I just don't remember, but whatever. Um, Stemmerman 7667 though, that's plenty good. He's sitting at 13 and 1. What a professional career so far. He's got heavy howitzers, heavy cannons, light flak, mixed flak, Stug, Pioneer, Construction, Warfer. All looks good. That's great. The only, I guess, downside here is we do have a mismatch here between, the Panzer Grenadier SS Totenkopf and these two IDs. Now, I could put Totenkopf directly in this core so we quit getting the damn penalty, and then I could take something out of here. My SS command is all the way down here. I would love to get this SS division down here with the rest of his compatriots to terrorize whatever this is, Estonia, Latvia, or otherwise. But I don't know. I don't want to take that penalty there anymore. I could flip him over. Well, let's look at the defensiveness of each unit. This has a 15. Okay. That's a 16. And Totenkopf is 61. So he is the defense there, really. I don't dare move him. Stemmerman is not a particularly good mech commander. He's a 5. I mean, that's not into the world stuff. At least he's not like a 3 where he's going to miss every damn dice roll. 5 is 50-50. That's not great either. I think I'm going to leave it as is. It's a 36% penalty though, which is not inconsequential. Now I could move one of the other divisions there. This is a brand new division. But then I would just have the same problem in this hex, right? If I moved, I don't want to move the mech out of here. We do have the 13th Panzer Division that's just sitting here in reserve. That actually did get put into battle last time. It got committed, so great. Okay. Von Arnhem, Stemmerman, he's got all he needs. We've got 13th Panzer in reserve. He's going back to 57th, and 57th is under Hermann Balk, an excellent general, obviously. He's got all. I actually did put in with the Corps Command, and that is my guy, Theobald Lieb. What do we have here? Oh, this is just a field division I have sitting here. Okay, so we're building fort levels along here. I'm not sure I'm going to change any of this. This ID isn't very strong, obviously. These guys are okay because we have a fresher division. It's 89 on the TOE. Okay, that's fine. I have no mismatches here, so that all looks good. Balk is sitting here because he's got the Panzers here and the Panzers up here. I think that's fine. Here we've got Vaylor, who's 28th Corps. Vaylor also is an excellent general on the ground. He's got everything he needs, so we've really settled in out here. If we can get these guys up to level 3 forts as well, this little grouping in here, I think we're in pretty good shape there. I mean, relatively speaking, we wouldn't want to be sitting here, but since we are, the defensiveness of all of this looks not bad. 35, 32, 49, 40. As you build those fort levels, it's great. It's great. I was going to say something profound there, but instead I just said, it's great. 113th ID looks like crap. 64. He's going back to SS Panzer Corps. Oh, let's change SS Panzer Corps, by the way, just because I want to give it a cool color. Not that. Well, nah. Pink? Let's give him pink. No. Well, maybe there is no cool color to give him. I was going to give him black on black. How about dark, dark? No, that's like 4th Army, though. Just cancel. We'll just leave that as is. They're part of 2nd. He's going back to 2nd Panzer Army, which is all in the light blue, so we'll just keep it like that. We don't have a mismatch here. 113th ID really needs to get off the line, and it will. It withdraws in turn 92. It's back at 39 and 42. Ugh. Uh, I'd like to get this off the line, and maybe we do that by bringing yet another infantry division in to the north. We've got 8, what is it, 6 or 8 divisions this time to dole out. These guys are in really bad shape. That infantry, this infantry, gosh darn it. I hate this because this, really leaves these panzers exposed, but we don't really have very many of the good panzers left here. Well, we have 33 3Ls. That's not bad. 5 and 9. So we have about 50 good tanks here. Yeah. Do I have any other infantry or the like over here? Not really seeing it. Oh, let's turn on depots. There we go. All right. Depot situation looks good up here too. I think all of this is actually fine. It's when we get into this area we've really got a problem. I mean, we're going to have to bring in more infantry than I want to into this area. Let's take off logistics now. So I don't think there's anything I can do there or really here except that. So what does this infantry go back to? This goes back to 38th Corps, and this is Hartmann. Hartmann, sevens, that all looks fine. His support units, howitzers, flak, construction, Werfer. Could he go get something else? Well, nothing worth a damn. So we're just going to forget about that. Let's look at 18th Army. He's at 27 of 27. Okay, so that looks fine. Maybe these infantry. That goes up to bulk. As we get down here, we get into von Manstein. I do have this infantry that I was bringing into this area, but we could get other stuff into this area. If I wanted to go by rail up into, I don't want to go up here. I want to go kind of in this area. He could get off the train here. I could also bring him in like right here potentially. I mean, I need these in so many different places, right? This is only a 9,000. I need something right in this area. I mean, I'm gonna bring him up here. All right, let's bring this up here. Let's take him off the train. He still has some movement left. Okay, we can't quite get him in the fort levels this time. I wonder, could he get in here if I moved something? Well, let's find out. Let's take the Panzer and move it back one. Can he get into that? Yeah, now he could get into that hex. So what I want to do, I think, is bring this here. Now, what's his TOE? 67. Okay. I want to bring this here. Is that correct or true? Yeah, let's put that there. And then I'll take the Panzer Division and put it on reserve. I guess I could just leave it right here. No. Actually, what I'm going to do is take one of these guys. Let's put that there for a second. I can't completely take him off the line. Let's put him, I mean, he could go back by Riga and try to rebuild. Why don't we take Army Group North? Is that what I want to do? Not really. Why don't I take 18th Army or 2nd Panzer Army and put it, I don't know, here. Um, that needs to be within 15. He can't move. It's going to have to be 18th Army, I guess. Nope, can't be 18th Army either. Well, that's his core. What is this? That is 13 out. Okay, well, it's going to have to be Army Group North then. Um, let's just put Army Group North here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this infantry that I moved back and put it in Riga and put it on refit and just see if that does anything. I'm going to try to rebuild more of these on the map if I can. So now we've got these two infantry. They're both ready, supposedly. 38th Corps. We may have to change a command down here or something. Let's see. He's only at 7 of 9. These are both Panzer. These are both taken, and he is 6 of 9. Why don't we do this? Let's put this in 20th Corps. All right. So that goes into 20th Corps. I don't really want to move him up. He's now got these guys, but then let's also give him. I don't want them to be mismatched though. These guys are both SS Panzer Corps. He's at 5 of 9 now. Valor is. Okay, let's move him back on the road and let's give these two guys to Valor. Um, that's 28th Corps. Okay. So they'll flip over to 28th Corps. And that's 38th. Make sure you get in 28th Corps. We made that mistake before. All right, so they're both in 28th Corps. These two units are both in the SS Panzer Corps. This is, back up to bulk at 57th. This we can put now on reserve, I hope, and, try to deal with any kind of breakthroughs in this area. I'm going to leave it like that for now. We may eventually have to move it down here, but let's wait and see. This, it's 14 or 15,000. I guess it's 15,000 men, not great. A mech unit all on its lonesome here. Luckily, it's in a level 3 fort. That would be tough for it to, you know, I hate these guys on the defensive like this. They're obviously very offensive forces, but I don't really know what else to do. Look at this. They've got 24 4 F2s. Those are awesome tanks. 33 3Ms. It's a strong unit to be just sitting in a fort. Oh, I got to refresh my chat. Did we drop for a minute? Gosh, I hope not. Uh, okay, back at it. Okay, so that mech unit's there. SS Panzer. Okay, 38th Corps then. I've got all of that down here now. So let's move this command down a little ways and try to get rid of mismatches down this way. I'm going to move him there first. SS command, that's okay. I may back him up one though. Let's put him over here. 38th. Well, then, he's got this corps that went back here, or this division that went back here. That's fine. He's at 6 of 9. He could actually take in more, including this motorized group. And I think that's what we'll do. Let's put him in 38th so that we don't have a mismatch there, because we need all the help we can get right here. We've got a brand new, fresh division there. We've got motorized, but these guys got started getting pushed on last time. This infantry's almost been overrun, but that's a field division. Yikes. I do not want to give up that level 3 fort, certainly. We're going to have to bring more infantry out here, but I think we're going to leave that for next time. So that will be tomorrow. We're going to stream tomorrow. We're going to stream on Monday as well, because I will be out on Tuesday through Saturday for live streams. I will be putting up recordings, but on Monday we're going to go until we can turn this turn. So between tomorrow and Monday, we will get through the turn of the turn. Grey Poupon. Floating down a canal. Remember those commercials? You're in a boat floating down a canal. Ma'am, do you have Grey Poupon? Anyway, uh, you guys are great. Thank you so much for all of the support again. I know I mention it quite a bit, but I can't mention it enough. I really appreciate it. We'll get back after tomorrow. You